Let's begin in Abuja, where President Muhammadu Buhari says his administration will investigate and bring to book all perpetrators of mayhem across the country, reiterating that no religion or civilized culture tolerates violence, especially the taking of another person's life. Speaking at separate meetings with the Quadria Muslim movement in Africa at the State House in Abuja, President Buhari says anyone or group of persons who unleash violence on the innocent in the name of a movement, cause, or religion lacks understanding of the ordinances of God, stating that there is never a justification for killing any member of the society. The president says government will extend the measures employed to tame Boko Haram to stop all wanton killings in the country. However, in his remarks, the leader of Quadria Muslim movement in Africa, Dr. Karibulai Nasir Kabara, says the movement would continue to uphold the president in prayers for good health and long life to pursue the cause of building a stronger nation that caters for all citizens.
Health and progress of Nigeria, and that is basically the main mission. And to secondly enhance the relationship between the Sudanese people and the Nigerian people, which has been in existence for several centuries. Well, the request is the usual request. When you have august spiritual people like this, the best you can ask is for prayers. And he asked for more prayers in support of his programs and in support of unity of Nigeria.
Meanwhile, President Muhammadu Buhari has expressed shocking outrage at reports of killings of innocent persons in Omoko, River State, and the traditional ruler, the Etum Numana, Dr. Gambo Makama, and his wife in Sango local government area of Kaduna State in the new year. The president, who described the incidents as reprehensible and unacceptable, directed law enforcement agencies in both states to intensify the current efforts in order to speedily bring the perpetrators to book. A statement from the senior advisor on the media and publicity, Femi Adesina, says the president maintained that nothing justifies the taking of the life of an innocent person, adding that the people must learn to live peacefully. President Buhari appealed to the communities affected not to embark on reprisal attacks, but allow the security agencies to carry out comprehensive investigation to properly punish the culprits. He commiserated with the families of the victims and wished the injured quick recovery. In another development, Benue State University Hospital is now a beehive of activity as it's been flooded with dead bodies and victims with severe injuries following attacks of suspected Fulani headsmen. The attack was said to have taken place at around 3 a.m. on New Year Day in 5 communities of Goma and Logo local government area of Benue State, leaving several people missing and displaced. While over 50 people are said to have been killed in the wake of the attack, including 9 livestock guards, children and women, were not spared. Some of the communities are now a no-go area as security operatives are nowhere to be found. The Chief Medical Director of the Benue State University Teaching Hospital, Professor Telumun Swende, who spoke to newsmen, said the attack is heinous, gruesome and callous as more victims are being brought. Meanwhile, Governor Samuel Otom, who visited the hospital and mortuary to see those attacked, described the attack as worrisome and unacceptable, while calling on the federal government to do something before it gets out of hand.
And do cattle business, you ranch your cattle. You want to do open grazing, you're free to leave. And this government is willing to provide adequate security to guide you to wherever you want to go.
The attack is coming after the anti-open grazing law took effect since the 1st of November 2017, with several threats from a faction of the Meyeti Kaure Hura group that it would resist the law. But Governor Otom says the law is not targeted at any tribe.
120 people have been killed already, even amongst the livestock guard who are there to guide and ensure that there are no deaths. 9 of them were killed, and innocent women and children were killed.
Correspondent Gabriel Audia reports that the governor has held a quick security meeting with security chiefs in the state on the situation, vowing that the state is not going back on the anti-open grazing law.